Here's the part no one talks about. Most people live their entire lives inside one or two relationships where they can actually be honest. The rest of the time, they're performing, filtering, editing themselves down to whatever version of themselves feels safe. And somehow, you keep becoming the exception. People you've barely known for an hour tell you things they haven't said out loud in 15 years. Friends bring you their real problems, the ones beneath the small talk. Strangers on a plane open up within 20 minutes. The deeper truth is this: your nervous system is broadcasting safety before you've said a word. People can feel that they won't be punished for being themselves around you. And bro, that is one of the most rare and magnetic human experiences anyone will ever have. You can see it in two moments that look almost identical from the outside. In the disconnecting version, someone shares something vulnerable, and you immediately jump to fixing it. You should try this. Have you thought about that? Their eyes go flat. They shut down because what they wanted wasn't advice, it was presence. In the connecting version, you just listen. You nod. You let the silence sit. That sounds really heavy. Thank you for trusting me with that. And that's when something in them opens like a lock turning slowly. And when you do that, the walls between you start to come down without either of you having to say a word. Most people walk through a day and leave no mark, which isn't a sad thing. It's just how most interactions work: pleasant, brief, forgettable. But not yours. Somehow, the barista remembers your order 3 weeks later. The person behind you in line waves the next time you're in the same store. A colleague you've barely spoken to brings up a conversation from 8 months ago like it was yesterday. The deeper emotional truth behind this is simple but profound. Presence leaves a fingerprint. You were fully there when you were with them. Not half there, scrolling in your head, waiting for your turn to speak. They felt that, and people do not forget when someone actually shows up. The two versions of this couldn't be more different. In one version, someone tells a story and you're already thinking about what you'll say next, eyes slightly glazed, half a beat late on every response. They leave feeling like they were talking to a wall. In the other version, you lean in. You track their eyes. You ask the second question. Wait, what happened after that? And they leave feeling like they were seen for the first time in weeks. That's when your whole world starts to feel different, because the world starts to remember you back. Most people treat eye contact like a dare. They dart in, panic, dart away. They hold it just long enough to seem normal and then spend the rest of the interaction looking at floors, phones, shoulders, anywhere but the actual person. You do it differently. And you don't even know you do. You look people in the eyes when you talk to them, really look warmly without performing confidence. You don't stare. You don't try to dominate. You just see them. And something in the other person's body softens when you do it. Here's the nervous system reality underneath it. Eye contact activates the same neural pathways as being held. It tells someone's limbic brain that they matter enough to be witnessed. That's not a metaphor. That's biology. Which means every time you look at someone with real presence, you are doing something their body has been quietly starving for. You can hear it in two responses to the same moment. Someone cracks a small, vulnerable joke. Yeah, I basically failed that whole year. In the disconnecting version, you laugh politely and glance sideways. They feel exposed. In the connecting version, you hold their eyes for half a second longer than normal and say, yeah. That year sounded really hard. Something in them exhales, and you become someone they will remember for a long time. And that's when you start to become the kind of person other people feel safer just being near. Most attractive people don't even recognize this. Most people receive compliments the same way: deflect, minimize, redirect. I like your jacket. Oh, this old thing. I got it on sale. You're really good at that. No, I just got lucky. You do something different, you receive it, you say thank you, you let it land. And people around you feel something strange when you do, because most people have been trained to reject kindness. And when they see someone who actually accepts it, it gives them permission to do the same. And here's what changes everything. That tiny act of receiving gracefully rewires the entire dynamic. Because in that moment, something in them is saying, he's not threatened by being seen. He's not collapsing under it. Why does that make me like him more? You can watch this play out in exactly the same scenario twice. Someone says, you write really well. In the first version, you shrug and say, I just mess around with it. The compliment dies. In the second version, you pause, look them in the eye and say, thank you. That means a lot coming from you. The whole space around you shifts because you just demonstrated something incredibly rare. And when you do that, people stop feeling like they need to perform around you, and that's when real connection starts to happen. Most people walk through the world in their own private mechanical rhythm, arms crossed, shoulders up, face neutral, completely unaware of the people around them physically. And then there's you. You sit down with someone at a restaurant, and within 5 minutes, their hand is on their chin the same way yours is. They lean back the same way. They slow their speech down to match yours. You didn't ask them to, they didn't choose to. Their nervous system copied you automatically. The deeper truth is this: the body treats you as safe enough to sync with. Mirroring is one of the deepest subconscious signals of trust humans have, older than language, older than thought. When someone's physiology starts moving with yours, their body is literally saying, I am safe around you. This isn't a checklist. It's an invitation to see yourself the way the people around you already do, clearly, honestly, without needing to perform anything to deserve it. Most people spend their whole lives trying to become attractive. They build the body, they buy the clothes, they practice the lines. And they never once stop to notice that the thing making other people lean in, stay longer, soften their posture, open their mouths about things they've never said, was there long before any of that. These are not tips for becoming more attractive. They are the beginning of recognizing the kind of person you already are when you stop trying so hard to be anything at all. Here's the truth to sit with tonight. Real attractiveness doesn't start when you become someone different. It starts the moment you stop hiding from the person you already are.